you
Bit
very
of sport.
much. Got on. What a contrast. Arsenal 12 wins so far in the Premiership. Tottenham an almost identical number of defeats, including the last 5 in a row. The pressure really is on. Against Charlton they certainly had chances, but time and again they either came up against an outstanding goalkeeper in Dean Kiley or didn't hit the target. But by the second half, what a different story. Where, according to their manager, Charlton had been leggy after their stunning win against Chelsea, now they were looking for it, and they found it in the form of Carlton Cole. Allowed out on loan from Stamford Bridge, they may want him back if he keeps doing this.
As a striker, you're always going to think opportunity is going to come your way because you know what you're capable of doing, and when you get the chance, you just got to take it.
That win lifts Charlton to the dizzy heights of 4th and the prospect of Europe, but don't expect Alan Kirbishley to get carried away by that, or the prospect of being Spurs' new boss. A look at the table shows that if he does take it in the summer, he could be contemplating life as a First Division manager, a thought the present incumbent can't even contemplate.
Well, we've had a bad run recently. We need to win quickly. It's almost as clear as that. We need to pick up points quickly, and then you can get into the mid-table terribly quickly. As you know, there's still a very narrow gap between the 5th or 6th club.
There certainly is, and it's...
Yes.
They actually dominated the first half.
Yeah, I think what happens is, though, when you're on a bad run, the forwards tend to snatch at chances and they don't go in, and then your defenders tend to make silly mistakes, and I think Tottenham looks like they're playing well here, but created a few chances. But I noticed earlier that they've not actually hit the target a lot, and that's a fantastic header. I mean, nobody's going to stop that.
Carlton Cole's first goal for Charlton this season, where, of course, he joined them because he couldn't get into the Chelsea team. Another Di Canio corner. They caused problems against Chelsea. They're good at set pieces, Charlton.
Charlton worked very, very hard at set pieces, defending and attacking. And they scored a lot of goals this season from them.
But still, Spurs had their chances.
Yeah, they've had some good chances in this game, but unfortunately for Tottenham, they haven't been able to finish them off. And if that keeps happening, then they're going to stay in the bottom 3.
It was a bit of a nasty altercation, actually, with Robbie Keane and some of the fans, apparently, afterwards, when he was doing his autographs. And you can understand the frustration from the supporters, Nigel, can't you?
I can, having been at West Ham last season. Yeah, I mean, they are struggling at the moment, and I think they're desperate for a midfield player, a real strong midfield player, and a leader to drive them forward, because up front with Canute and Keane, they've got goal scorers, and I think they're fairly solid at the back, but I think they're being overrun in midfield at the moment.
As to underline Spurs' current predicament, this is the form guide from the year 2003, i.e. all the matches in the calendar year, the 14 teams who've played in the Premiership, not counting relegated and promoted sides, obviously. And as you can see, Man United miles ahead from Arsenal and Chelsea, Newcastle, Fulham, Liverpool behind them. But at the bottom, it's Tottenham, it's Leeds, and actually Middlesbrough are there as well. So, young Jamie, are you going down?
No. I mean, it's quite a worrying situation at the moment. Nigel's right, we haven't got a midfield. We had Johnny Jackson, Poyet, Ryan Ricketts and Ledley King in there yesterday. Johnny Jackson's making one of his home debuts. Great player, fantastic prospect. Stephen Kelly, right back, plays for Stevie Carr. I don't think we'll go down, it's too early yet. I know it's halfway through the season, plenty of games to go. But like you said earlier, Charlton 12 points off relegation zone. It's 3 or 4 games, it can all change. It seems everyone down at the bottom is beating everyone.
Yes.
So it's
speaking to it before we went on air, Nigel, and you were saying you think any one of 11 clubs could still go down.
Yeah, I believe that is so tight. I think from the bottom up to somewhere around Bolton, there's only about 5 points in it.
Yeah.
So from Tottenham's point of view, they've got a good chance because it's fairly tight, but I don't agree with what you're saying. There's a half a season. We kept saying that at West Ham last season. Yeah. We got into February, we kept saying it. And what happened is when we went on a good run at the end of the season, everybody above us went on a good run as well. And by then it's too late.
Tainted. They was bottom of the league at Christmas, so no one stays up in their bottom of the league at Christmas.
Not until this year.
I just wonder, Jamie, whether or not is one of the problems with Tottenham the fact that the fans, people like yourself, demand this attractive, free-flowing football?
No, we demand Premiership football.
Right. So back to basics, defend.
As far as the team's concerned at the moment, we just need bugger the fantastic football. Let's just stay in the Premiership, just get some results. I mean, Christmas and New Year's are typical non-event time for Spurs anyway. So I'm not really worried at the moment. It's just we've just got to start picking up, start getting the injuries in. Dad's Army, Redknapp and stuff like that back in there. I mean, we just got to get some points on the road, a bit of confidence in there, and we'll be fine. I mean, there was shots on target on Saturday. Kylie should have got man of the match. He played fantastic. He did pull some staves out the bag. But it's just one of them games.
Chin up.
Unfortunate. Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
You know how he feels, don't you?
Yeah.
Still to come. The rest of the action from yesterday's